When you are in the community of your fellow leaders and you hear from them, I have so much to do, I have so many things on my to-do list, I don't know where to start. And that's a very common challenge with entrepreneurs, is having too much to do to not know where to start. How do you recommend an entrepreneur gets unstuck?
Well, being stuck is an ongoing process. We're always stuck at any level, of growth. So it doesn't just all of a sudden one day you're unstuck and then you don't have to maintain the unstuckness. So when entrepreneurs are paralyzed by an enormous to-do list and they can't seem to figure out what to do first and prioritize, I always say, if you're not a meditator, the one thing you can do is you can get up, go make yourself a cup of tea. That's what I've done. It's really why I love tea so much, is it's a reset button. So I will go and I will make a cup of tea, and as the water's boiling, I just observe it boiling. I make the cup of tea. I pour the water over the leaves. I watch them unfurl. It's called the agony of the leaves as they open and bloom, and then the aroma starts to rise. You can smell that aroma. And then I sip the cup of tea, and oftentimes I'll do a mantra. I'll say a positive affirmation while I'm sipping the tea, and then I go take a breath, sit back down at my computer, and miraculously I know what to do next. It really helps to stay centered and to manage your life when you're thinking of it as, cup by cup by cup, or moment by moment by moment, rather than seeing everything at once and going, oh my God, and panicking, which we're all in a state of that often when we're launching a business.
So in your upcoming book, Life by the Cup, you will be sharing a lot of stories about rituals. Mm-hmm. Are there other rituals when you're creating visions for things that you employ that you want to talk about?
Yeah. So in Life by the Cup, which will be available next year from Atria Books, and in that book, I really honed and worked on the exercises I used over the 12, 13-year period of growing the business. And I made them manageable little exercises you can do in 5 or 10 minutes. And one of the things I employ is a very common practice, and that's just creating a vision board. So anytime I am wanting to launch a new product, or I want my son to get straight A's, or something is happening in my life, or when I didn't have a love and I wanted to be married and have a family after being a single mom for a long time, I would create a vision board, and I just set an intention, one line, I want to find my soulmate, or I want the tea company to hit $1 million in revenue this year. Whatever that intention was, and then I would collect pictures and images and positive affirmations and put them on a board, and I do it for every project. I have lots of them, and they're beautiful, and they really help create a visual representation.
So you are entering a new phase. Part of that is creating inspiring content to inspire entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. Part of that is writing Life by the Cup. Mm-hmm. How are you looking at your next chapter? What is the vision board of your next chapter?
Can I show you the vision board?
Yes, you may.
I just happen to have it. So my next chapter is to take all of the things I learned from launching a business. Mm-hmm. And, with only 1.8% of women-owned businesses in the U.S. making it past $1 million in revenue, I decided I have to help change that. So my book that I wrote, Life by the Cup, is to inspire women to pursue and persevere in starting and growing a business. And so this is the vision board for that. It's a miracle that I survived. Every single day is a sip of magic. Fun, fearless females, game changers, a cup of romance, because we're girls after all. I want it to be a page turner and the talk of the town. It's going to have spirit, and these are my readers. Mm-hmm. I see women reading the book and being inspired.
These are women from all over the world.
All over the world. She's from India, Europe, Denmark, America. So I want women from all over the world to read it and to be inspired to start and grow a business that heals and changes the world. I believe that business has the power. You know, my business in the tea company was to end poverty for the tea workers. So mission-driven businesses, women starting businesses that heal and change the world. This is my version of Sheryl Sandberg's Lean In. I want women to create mission-driven companies that really make a difference in the world and heal an aspect. You know, tea workers should not be in poverty. Their children should have all the opportunities for education. People should have clean water. You know, all the things we see that aren't right in the world, we can fix through business. And I believe women are the ones who will do it.
One of the questions that often entrepreneurs have is, can I have a business that does good? Why are you part of Inspiration Inc.? Why are you part of telling these stories? Why does it matter that we watch them?
I believe that everything's a story. And when you hear a story of a woman or man creating a business that, like Yvonne Chouinard, helps the environment through Patagonia, Linda Weinman at lynda.com educates the masses and, you know, empowers them. When you hear those stories, you realize you can make money and do good. They're not mutually exclusive. And so Inspiration Inc. for me has been a chance to look at inspiring business owners and entrepreneurs who are doing great things in the world and tell their story so that others, viewers and listeners and other people, can really understand that it's possible. Because oftentimes all we need is an example. You know, in my family's immigrant. They suffered the concentration camps in the Ukraine and Germany, and everything that they went through. They didn't know that a peaceful life was possible till they got to America and saw it. They saw examples of it. I didn't know I could start a business that would succeed until I started meeting other women who were doing it. I mean, I met the founder early on of The Body Shop, Anita Roddick, and she was like my icon for succeeding in business while changing the world. And so being able to see her and meet her and see that she's a physical, precious human being who actually is doing this, that was enough for me. That kept me going. And so I believe Inspiration Inc. is our opportunity to show entrepreneurs that by doing good, you can be successful and make money. They're not mutually exclusive. So throw that whole idea out and keep moving in the direction of your dreams. Through Inspiration Inc., I really want to show our viewers that you know, doing good really is good for business.